What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So I really wanted to make an updated video on ISHIZU TEARLAMENTS because it's a very interesting deck, very spicy, very unique. Good one, Yaksign. But yeah, basically we're going to be getting indirect support in a way because of the Grapha fusion, which obviously is supposed to be Dark World support, but you already know it. Every single time there is like a new fusion monster that can kind of generically be summoned, you already know that TEARLAMENTS kind of is down to like abuse it in a way. I know the OCG has kind of tried experimenting with it, but not everybody was running it, and we never know, maybe in the TCG it's going to do a little better. So yeah, obviously with King of the Swamp you can substitute the material for Grapha, the regular Grapha, so that you can summon the Grapha fusion using pretty much any other TEARLAMENTS monster, or any dark monster for that matter. So if you hard draw like Polymerization, you can do that. And Polymerization also grants you access to Guardian Chimera so that you can break boards. So this is going to be pretty nice for going first and second, because you can make more negates going first, and going second you can break boards. And you can also kind of protect yourself from floodgates, well, not really floodgates actually, but just like, I don't know, like interruptions or whatever with the Grapha being able to negate hand traps, for example, and kind of just replace their effect with like, your opponent discards one card. So if you can discard a TEARLAMENTS, then you can keep extending even more. So today I'll show you guys 4 combos on how to utilize this deck featuring the new support. But before we start, friendly reminder to smash the like and subscribe button. Let's try to get this video to 1,000 likes. I will be making a live stream on this deck as soon as we hit that, and obviously you already know a deck profile coming out tomorrow, and now let's jump right into it. Alright, so combo number 1, my hand is pretty bad. I have triple King of the Swamp, Hoffness, and TEARLAMENTS Scream, but I can still play and actually make a big board. So I'm gonna go King of the Swamp, discard to search the Polymerization, activate the Scream, and now use Polymerization to fuse away the King of the Swamp as well as the Hoffness. Chilling 1 Kid Kalos, chilling 2 Hoffness, and then chilling 3 Scream, so that I'm going to be milling 3 cards. Wow, what a coincidence, I mill 3 Tears. And I'm going to be fusing with the Hoffness in order to make the Grapha, and then search the Crime with the Kid Kalos and fuse using the Shaylin, but not the Meru. Summon the Lulu Carols. This is a very, very unique move that you can do in this deck because King of the Swamp can replace the name of Kid Kalos, so that Lulu Carols is easier to summon, and also Kaleido Heart is easier to summon because you can substitute the name of Reno Heart, so that all you really need is like 2 King of the Swamps, or like King of the Swamp and like 2 Aquas, and you're good to go. So yeah, now we're going to be obviously resolving that Kid Kalos, so revive back the Meru, mill 8 cards. All I have to do is like mill a Meru and I'm good. And I milled a Meru and a Scream, so I can search the other trap and fuse away that Meru, so I can make Guardian Chimera, Garura, oh my god. And then draw 1 card when it's sent to the graveyard for the summon of Elf, set 2 back row, and that's really nice for what you can do just with the opening hand that I showcased you guys. Didn't really look too good, but when your mills are good, you can turn any bad hand into a very good hand, and you can protect yourself from hand traps such as like Nibiru or whatever else, thanks to these 2 monsters, if you can summon them very early, which is also super easy to do with King of the Swamp. So that's it for combo number 1. Now that you get the gist of it, let's get right into slightly more complicated combos, starting with combo number 2. Alright, so combo number 2, really nice. I have the Field Spell, King of the Swamp, Polymerization, Shaylin, and Magnamut. Very explosive hand. I'm gonna go Field Spell to search the Reno Heart, of course, and now Polymerization right away to fuse the Shaylin as well as King of the Swamp. Chilling 1, chilling 2, so fuse away and make the Grapha fusion, so now I'm safe from hand traps. Don't have to be afraid of anything. Search the Crime. Always better to search the Crime before the Sulic, because you can mill the Crime and get some value, the Sulic and get some value, and also mill the Heartbeats or like the Scream and then shuffle it back so that you can search. Whereas if you mill the Crime, it doesn't do much. And now I'm fusing for Mud Dragon of the Swamp because it is a level 4 monster. Summon the Kaleido Heart and then destroy it with the Field Spell. That is a play I absolutely love doing because now I can send the Scream and send the other trap card. So even if I didn't randomly mill the Scream with like Kid Kalos, I can still always ensure that I get access to it if I have the Field Spell. If I don't, then it's going to be a little tricky because now I have to rely on being lucky, or I can go for Beatrice using maybe the Garura as well as a Magnamut, or just like 2 Bisted monsters, whatever. And now I can make the Dweller, and that's also very, very nice. So I have Dweller, Kaleido Heart, Grapha Fusion, the Magnamut, as well as Crime and Sulic. Very, very, very insane. And I can't really think of a lot of decks that can really win through that, especially considering the fact that Mystic Mine will no longer be an option very soon. So let's jump right into combo number 3 now. Alright, combo number 3, again, very good hand. I have the Field Spell, Shaylin, Hoffness, Kelbeck, as well as Magnamut. So I'm gonna go Field Spell to search for the Reno Heart again. And then Shaylin, discard the Hoffness, mail 3 cards, and then trigger the Hoffness to fuse with the King of the Swamp to make the Kid Kalos, and then use its effect in order to search for the Crime again. I've seen this before. Revive back the Meru this time from the grave, and then mail 8 cards. I've only used the effect of Hoffness, so I can keep using Shaylin and Meru, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. And the Scream is searching me the Sulik, so you never have to hard draw any traps. You can always search both of them very, very easy. Link off the Garura, draw one card, I drew the Scream, not too bad. Normal summon the Reno Heart, chilling 1, chilling 2, so I can get a Meru in the grave, and therefore I can revive back one on my turn and one on my opponent's turn, so that right here, I'm going to have a TEARLAMENTS name on the field so that the Sulik and Crime can legally activate, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it if my opponent goes like priority, use like a dangerous card. You know, like, I don't know, like Harpy, not really, I can't really think of anything, but just for safety measures, I still have like another Meru that I can revive back on my opponent's turn, and I milled the Sulik with the Scream, allowing me to search the Hafinas. So all the 3 monsters in my hand are hand traps, and I have a stacked graveyard with Keldo, Mudora, absolutely everything you can imagine, so I can get like Dark Ruler and everything, and it doesn't matter because I have triple interruptions in my hand, 2 trap cards, Mudora, Keldo, and the field spell. So yeah, Dark Ruler, no problem. I can still make like 9 interruptions through all of that. It's an absolute joke to me. Alright, for combo number 4, it's actually going to be more of a game, in a way, a mirror match. So before we proceed, friendly reminder, of course, to smash the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys so much. Everyone that's always tuning in all the way until the end, you guys are the absolute best. I freaking love you. But anyways, now I'm going first. Again, really good hand. I'm so skillful. Terraforming, Shaylin, Double Alphinus, and Magnamut. But I'm going to have to play against Bistus Sarunir as well as Alphinus. So I have to play skillfully in order to win through all of that. So yeah, Shaylin, discard the Alphinus, and then mill 3. I mill the Alphinus and the Scream. This is the reason why playing 3 Scream is so good, because your mills are always like really insane. You always search your trap cards, it's broken. So now my Hafinas is going to get stopped by the Sarunir, but that's fine because I have a way to push through anyways. So Terraforming for the field spell. And then the field spell can either search me the Meru or the Reno Heart, but I chose the Meru here, and then use its effect. Hafinas is going to hit me here. Even if my opponent mills a tier, it's not the end of the world because I have the Magnamut that can legally activate since my opponent has a monster on the field. Well, you can always activate it, but not as a quick effect if your opponent doesn't have any monsters on the field. And I milled Meru myself, so that's really good. And, oh, actually, I milled the Sulik as well, not too bad. So I can search Reno Heart and fuse and banish that Meru and search with that Magnamut. That is ridiculous. So yeah, make the Kid Kalos right now, and then Chainlink 1, 2, and 3 to get rid of that Sarunir, not the Hafinas because then my opponent can fuse, and I don't really want my opponent to have like free value. So yeah, search for whatever, and now, yeah, destroy myself, revive back, well, summon the Reno Heart from the hand, Chaining 1, Chaining 2, so mail 5 cards. I think I only have 1 effect left, which would be the Shaylin, so that will be what I will be sending right now. And I also mailed the King of the Swamp, and that means I can have easy access to pretty much any big fusions I want to summon. But in this situation, Grapha Fusion might not be the play. I'd rather go for the Kaleido Heart so that I can shuffle back my Hafinas, and my opponent only starts with 4 cards. So in a way, the hand traps did absolutely nothing against me whatsoever. I still have the pretty much exact same board I wanted to end on anyways. And on top of that, my opponent has 4 cards instead of 6. And I have Keldo and, well, just Keldo in my graveyard, the 2 trap cards, and Hafinas. Good luck playing the game, my friend. Oh, and an end phase search of Druid Worm. That is, like, beyond overkill. And I'm not on my opponent's turn, I can triple fuse. Like, that's ridiculous. So yeah, revive back the Meru as soon as my opponent passes priority. Mill a bunch of cards with the Meru. Even if I whiff, it's not the end of the world because I still have the attempt with Hafinas, or I can go, like, Sulik, send the Kaleido Heart, and then send, like, a tier, and then fuse with that tier, etc. Keep on playing. But if I mail a bunch of tiers, then I can go for the Grapha as well as Kid Kalos into Dragos Tapelia or Lulu Karos or whatever else. But I really don't need all of that. As long as I have like more Omni Negates, I should be fine. And this is the reason why Grapha is really good, because it fixes a few issues that the deck had with like not being able to necessarily always have Omni Negates. And now that Mystic Mine is banned and Grapha Fusion couldn't negate Mystic Mine because it's not a normal spell or normal trap or monster effect, then you have less annoying cards to worry about. But that's pretty much it for this combo video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Again, tomorrow will be the deck profile. Peace.